Hi everyone, it's your girl Robin Shockley with Focus Forward with Robin on the go, and you never know where I'm going to be. I'm right here in Simpsonville, South Carolina with Miss Glenda Foster.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being with me today.
I'm glad to be here.
Yes, today is all about the Voice of Vision and Truth podcast. It's a podcast where we come on and we tell our truth and share our vision to bring awareness. Maybe we've got a story that we want to share to help educate the community for them to know, or you may have a personal story that relates to your own life that you want to bring awareness to that could help prevent things from happening or actually can help educate people.
Yes.
And that's why we're here today, because Miss Glenda, you have a personal story that relates to something very special to you within your own home and your family.
Yes.
So first of all, Miss Glenda, tell us why did you decide you wanted to come on here and talk on the Voice of Vision and Truth today?
Well, I wanted to share my story, to bring awareness for us to know what causes kidney disease, about my personal loss with my son, the struggles that I went through, things that I did not know when he first got diagnosed with kidney disease.
Okay.
And I just want to share things I learned throughout the journey.
Wow. Okay. So first of all, I'm sorry for your loss. And I definitely want to know more because honestly, myself, I don't know a whole lot about kidney disease. So we do need to be aware, especially those, don't matter if you're young, you're old, it does not discriminate
No,
against
it
race
doesn't.
or
It
anything.
doesn't.
So tell us a little bit about who your son was.
Brandon, he was my firstborn. He was the joy of my life. He was the first person that made me a mom. So he was so special to me. And when I found out that he had a terminal illness at 2 years old, I was so hopeful that, you know, we could get the kidney transplants and he would be okay, he would be normal. But it was far from normal for all of us.
So how long, he was diagnosed at 2 years old?
At 2 years old, he had a disease called nephrotic syndrome. And what that is, it scars the tissues of your kidneys every time you go to the restroom. And eventually your kidneys shut completely down.
Wow. Is this something that was hereditary or?
No one in my family has kidney disease. I had no idea how I found out. His eyes just start swelling up. And you know, my thing, 2-year-old, I was like, oh, spiders in the house. Something has bit my baby.
Yeah.
So, you know, I didn't, so it didn't go down. So I took him to the hospital, took him to the emergency room. And then they was like, oh my God. You know, they put the fear of God in me. Like, we got to run some more tests. We found blood in his urine and protein. So we got to go further with this. So they took the test, and then they came back and they let me know that eventually his kidneys was going to shut down. They diagnosed him with that disease.
So what kind of treatments take place with that?
Well, the first until like 5 years old, you know, he was kind of normal. They had some medication.
Okay.
And then at 7 years old, his kidneys shut completely down. So at 9 years old, he did receive a kidney, and his dad gave him one of his kidneys. So it did come off the list the first time, and that kidney lasted until he was 11 years old. And then he went back on the kidney list, and the younger you are, the further you get up the list.
Oh, really?
So he received another kidney transplant at 11 years old. And that kidney transplant lasted until he was 15. And when that went bad, he went back on dialysis from 15 to 19 when he passed away.
Miss Glenda, that's a long time.
Yes.
That's a long time in history to deal with the illness. So how did that affect your family?
Well, at first, I was just devastated. but I'm a mom of 4. So I had 3 other children. They gave me the strength to make their life as normal as possible. So I just trusted in God. You know, my faith is strong. I always have been. And I prayed, and I just went through it, you know, learning as I went, because I was a young mother.
Yeah.
I had Brandon when I was 20 years old. So I was young, and I'm learning, and I'm going through this.
Exactly.
So what this did for me is, once I was able to go through my grieving process, I wanted other people to know that it's things that we can do to prevent kidney disease and being on dialysis.
So tell us some of that.
First of all, diet and exercise.
Okay.
Diet
Lord
and
knows
exercise.
we need to do that for sure.
And getting regular checkups. Blood pressure causes this. Some of the meds that we're on causes kidney disease. You know, going through my research, in South Carolina alone, 35% of our population has some type of kidney dysfunction.
Wow.
Whether it's in the beginning, in the mid stages, or at the end. But if we catch it early, we can prevent it. We can eat right. We can cut back on the meds that we have to be on for blood pressure. Just different things that we can do.
So I've always heard that you definitely need to drink plenty of water
Yes.
because it flushes out.
Yes.
Stay awake, which my weakness is sweet tea.
Yes.
I'm a Southern Belle. Love
Me
my
too.
sweet tea. So I find myself when I am drinking too much of my sweet tea, my urine,
Yes.
the colors change.
It does.
So that's a side effect too.
Yes. And I was just listening to a documentary last night. One of the signs you can tell if you are getting in the stages of kidney disease is your breath. It smells like urine. It tastes, so if you have a different taste in your mouth, definitely go get yourself checked out. Prevent this. I don't want anybody else, a mother, have to go through what I went through. My son went through this stage 19 years. He was on dialysis. He had 2 kidney transplants. We were up and down the road, and I had other children, so I had to be a mom to them. So I don't want anybody, if we can prevent this, to get checked out.
I love that you decided to come on to the Voice of Vision and Truth podcast with the Girl Focus Forward, Robin, to be able to bring awareness, to tell about the signs, to be acknowledging us, because that's what we need to know.
Yes.
We need to be aware of things to look for with the kidney diseases that are out there.
Definitely.
And also, I did not know that the younger you are, you're first on the list.
Yes.
But I can understand the reason why, as far as expansion of age and such. Miss Glenda, because you've taken your trauma that you had of the loss of Brandon,
Yes.
you decided to make it a triumph.
Yes.
So with that being said, you have something very special coming up that you want to do. Is this the first time that you've done it?
Yes, this
Okay.
is the first time.
Tell us a little bit about it.
I've had this vision for so long. I've been in a grieving process. Grieving never stops when you lose someone close. You can get through it. So I had the vision that I wanted to bring awareness, and I love fashion. I love to be around people. So I'm hosting a fashion show and a day party on May the 3rd. And half of my proceeds that I am getting from ticket sales are going to the Kidney Foundation in honor of Brandon, to bring more awareness, to bring more to the forefront so we can help people.
I love it. This is what it's all about. It's bringing a community awareness, but also taking action. A lot of people are about the talk, but they're not about the walk. And Ms. Glenda, that's what you're doing. You
Yes.
said this is a vision that you've had a long time.
Yes.
And you want to leave that legacy
Yes.
for Brandon
Yes.
and honor him. So I think this is an awesome thing that you're doing this year, and this will be the first of many, I'm
Yes.
sure, once this comes into fruition.
Yes.
And, people want to get connected. People want to sew into this. whether they want to do the fashion. I understand.
Yes.
I saw on social media you were asking for fashion designers.
Yes.
I know a lot of fashion designers, so I shared it.
Yes.
So, you want them to get plugged in to, the market and wear
Yes.
their clothing, models and everything, because I think you had a casting call.
Yes.
So you're really getting organized with this and getting this in plan. So if you want to be a part of this fundraiser, maybe you have somebody in your family that has passed away from kidney disease, or maybe you have somebody that has an illness and you want to make an investment to sow your time, buy a ticket,
Yes.
or sow your products of clothing that you have, to showcase. Reach out to Miss Glenda. How can people get in touch with you?
You can get in touch with me on Facebook, social media, at Glenda Dolores Foster. Also, my tickets are going to go on sale at Eventbrite. It's going to have Brand Marvelous is hosting a fashion show and day party. We're going to have a grand time. We're going to bring more awareness to our community, and we're going to make sure that if we can help someone, that we can help, not just talk, like Robin said. We have to bring action.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story and, bringing awareness about this disease. And like I said, this is a wonderful legacy that you're living today for your son.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Guys, if you are interested in sharing your story to bring awareness, whether you've been through a trauma and you're turning it into a triumph, make sure you reach out to me on all social media platforms so we can get you on my YouTube channel. This is your girl, Robin Shockley, with Focus Forward with Robin on the go, because you never know where I'm going to be. And we are here with the Voice of Vision and Truth podcast. Remember what I always say, if you think a thing, you believe a thing. If you believe it, you will achieve it, just like my girl, Miss Glenda, is doing here today. Be blessed.
Thank you so much.
Do you have a story to bring positive impact of change to the next generation or even this generation? Contact your girl, Robin Shockley, on all social media platforms to tell your story on the Voice of Vision and Truth podcast.
Get focused, get noticed, move forward, you know it, Robin. Get focused, get noticed, move forward, you know it, Robin. Get focused, get noticed, move forward,
You can see. Watch where she take 'em, full of inspiration, get your daily motivation.
Get focused, get noticed, move forward, you know it, Robin. Focused, get noticed, move forward, you know it, Robin. Get focused, get noticed, move forward,
You can see. Watch where she take 'em, full of inspiration, get your daily motivation.